Hello and welcome back to Quartzlight, your car brochure channel. Today we'll be looking at the Fiat 1800B. Welcome back, and if you are into car brochures, please do subscribe. I'm sure you'll find something of interest. So, back to today's episode, the Fiat 1800, a range of 6-cylinder automobiles produced between 1959 and 1968. They were available as a 4-door saloon or a 5-door estate car designed by Fiat's own Dante Giacosa. Today's episode is for the 1800B. The B was a later model, but we'll have a look at this brochure and go into more details there. So here is today's brochure, the Fiat 1800B. And like I said, the B means a later model. The B actually came out in 61 and was purely just an increase in power. So originally it came out with 75 brake horsepower, and like I say, in 61 the B was launched and that had 97 brake horsepower, so quite a considerable increase, and that meant it could go over 90 miles per hour now. There was also the Fiat 2100, which later on became the 2300, and later on as well there was also a less expensive 1500 as well. But today we're looking at the 1800B. It's not a very large brochure. I'm going to say this dates from about 63, certainly after 61 because of that B designation, but in remarkably good condition. I suppose one thing to also note is this is a UK brochure, although I don't ever remember seeing a single one on the UK roads. I'm sure they didn't sell many. Large Fiats were never popular in the UK, particularly in the 60s. And also, when we're thinking about the Fiat 1800B, we're saying not many were sold. I'd be surprised if there is a single one on the UK roads today. The brochure itself isn't very large, but it does rather nicely show a UK dealer stamp for Bolton of Leeds Limited, Albion Street, Leeds. So that's a nice little thing to have a look at as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to zoom in some of this text and have a look, and like I say, it's not a very long brochure, this one. So we zoom in on the interior, and the interior is very nice, and I think it's very attractive. I particularly like that steering wheel with the Fiat lettering on the side. We've also got there in the centre the 1800 symbol in the centre there as well, but a very attractive interior, I think. It says the 1800B interior is like a well-appointed and silent lounge. Neat and attractive arrangement of controls and equipment under instrument panel. The heater and its controls blend in with a wide utility shelf. It then goes on to show the interior. The doors open normally, despite what it looks like here, so they've obviously removed the doors for this particular picture, but a very attractive interior nevertheless. The main text, roomy and comfortable Fiat 1800B has won international acclaim with its 6-cylinder 97 horsepower engine and a maximum speed of over 90 miles per hour. Exceptional flexible engine equipment with alternator. The cooling fan has an electromagnetic coupling engaging only when required by the temperature of the cooling system. Servo operated disc brakes on all 4 wheels. So I'll just read that again. Servo operated disc brakes on all 4 wheels. So this wasn't your average car. It was, up there as being a little bit more upmarket. For easier maintenance, greasing has been eliminated except on the propeller shaft bearings. The 1800B is spacious and generous internal dimensions and efficient heating and ventilation for all seasons. The 1800B is available in saloon and station wagon versions. And we have a nice little glimpse of the front, and there it is, that little dealer stamp again. Over the leaf we've got a picture of the car in this beautiful red colour. I was only talking the other day about how these 60s brochures never had any actual pictures of the cars in, they were all drawn. But here we go, an actual picture of the car. So that's quite unusual at this stage, featuring these very lovely white wall tyres which really suit it. An attractive car, and if you know these sort of wings or fins at the back. And also when we zoom in and have a better look, and it's an attractive car, it's nice to have a look at it a bit closer up, we can see some unusual little features like these very unusual wraparound windscreen, and certainly these very unusual parking of the wipers, if you notice. And as we turn over leaf, we go back to what's more typical, a drawn picture. Now, the thing that's striking about this side view for me, it looks very Farina-esque, doesn't it? Particularly if you look at sort of this end of the car. Slightly different angles, but you can almost see sort of like Austin, Cambridge, Morris, Oxford in that rear end, can't you? A very much sloping the wrong way front end though. A very nicely appointed, very well dimensioned car though, I think. We will just have a look at some of this information at the bottom though. So here it's saying 6-cylinder, 97 horsepower, fan with electromagnetically controlled engagement, alternator, 2 oil filters, 4 synchromesh gears, so synchromesh on all gears, another more upmarket thing at this time. Minimum maintenance, steering rod linkage and front suspension articulations requiring no greasing, vacuum servo brake, highly comfortable suspensions and an optional auto clutch. Safety, we've got disc brakes on all 4 wheels, padded instrument panel, variable speed windscreen wipers, door safety lock by button control, ample side, front and rear windows, 2 backup lamps. And for convenience, we've got air conditioned interior. Again, very unusual to be standard equipment. Front seat and reclining backrests. Rear seat with centre armrest, comfortable armrests on all doors, luxury instrument panel, neatly arrangement of controls under fascia and ample utility shelf, courtesy lights on all doors, swivelling venti panels and drip trough, windscreen washers, ashtray on rear doors, ample luggage boot, engine compartment, luggage boot and glove compartment lights controlled by lid opening. Even those very simple things, engine compartment, luggage boot, glove compartment lights, all controlled by that lid opening. Very unusual at this time. And then if we go to the opposite page, it gives you some sort of mechanical pictures. So again, we'll just have a quick look through some of these as well. But like I say, it's not a very long brochure, this one. So it's showing us this 6-cylinder engine. It's saying having great flexibility of operation and acceleration, vibrationless, equipped with electromagnetic fan that cuts in only when the water temperature so requires. Further down, the engine of the 800B is equipped with alternator. This means full charge of battery at all times, even in slow moving city traffic or when electric load is highest. Long life and no need for lubrication. Further over leaf, it's showing a vacuum server on for the disc brakes on all wheels. And the 800B needs little maintenance care. Greasing is confined to propeller shaft alone, as steering linkage and front suspension articulations are lubricated for life. And then further over leaf, if we go to the very back page, there's just a little bit of information about the station wagon. So this is the only image we do have of the station wagon. I'm sure an extremely rare car then, and even rarer today. I'm sure there won't be any in existence in the UK, although I would be extremely surprised if there was, maybe in a museum. I don't know. If you do know, please pop that in the comments. So it's saying the station wagon version of the 800B offers increased internal capacity for carrying large items of luggage, sporting equipment and so forth. With the rear seat and squab folded down, a flat floor is provided. Double till gate allows easy access to the rear compartment. The station wagon has the same mechanical specifications, elegance and refined appointment of the saloon version. And then later on it shows us the technical specifications. I'm not going to read all of this, but if you do want to pause the video at any time and read this technical specifications, you certainly can do. So a lot of standard equipment on there. All it's saying is for optional extras is that automatic clutch. Thank you for watching Quarterlight today. The Fiat 800B, a very rare car, but if you do have any comments, then please do make them about the car. Particularly if you're in Italy, you may have more memories than we do in the UK. If you do like car brochures, please do subscribe. There'll be many more videos to come. So for now, we'll say take care and goodbye.